Little update from around the grounds. Otahuhu and Mangere East locked up at 10 points all. What a game that's going to be. Crucial to both teams in their hopes of pushing on for the top four. Glenora, they're 12-0 up over Howick at halftime. Remembering the Root Rooster is on the line in that one as well. And the Marist Saints, they hold a 10-6 lead over Papakura right now at Murray Halberg Park. Marist, well, you talk about being desperate for a victory. It's getting to do or die time for the Saints. So that is how the other results look in the First Division.
Let's go. Whistle's gone.
A quick look now at some of the Second Division results at halftime. Northern Brothers up 44-12 over Papatoetoi. Manurewa up 18-0 over Manukau. Waitamata hold a 2-point lead, 12-10 over Otara. Ponsonby up 24-10 over New Lynn. And the Franklin Storm lead Bayroskil 18-14. So as we prepare for the resumption of play here, I'll welcome back in Troy Hardy, who has been hovering around the team huddles. Troy, what have you got for us?
Well, it's hard to be hovering at 175 kgs, but I've managed to do it, Corey. So in the Tigers changing room, they're looking to just be very patient. Head coach there was saying it's only the first half, and they've got another 40 to go. He was impressed with the boys off the bench. The forwards kept the tempo up, and he's looking for that to happen again in the second half. And then once they come off, the first string team that was on, looking for them to really drive it home and tighten it up and complete their sets and do all that good stuff. Point Chaleur Pirates, their chat was a wee bit different. Wax was doing most of the chats out there. Okay. And they were talking about playing as a team. They're better than what the scoreboard is saying on the score, the score on the scoreboard. Yeah, and basically they've got the wind at their backs, and they're looking for each individual now to really lift their game and to prove that, you know, they're premiership contenders and that they're here.
Yep.
So here we go.
Safe to say, Point Chevalier certainly probably are a better team than what they put out in the first half, but credit to the Northcote Tigers, who maybe one error and one penalty aside were fairly well flawless in that first half. They did concede a try late in the piece before scoring one as well. So Tevin Arona gets us back underway. The second half here. Go back into it now. They come down this left edge through Tuigamala, who was ever present in the opening 40. Whitiora Davis, there's a good carry up over the 40, takes them to just short of halfway. They want to make a good start here, Northcote. Sutton. Fourth tackle, so one up their sleeve. It's a sloppy ball, which Kevin Locke scoops up and runs it back into his former teammates. Rice to Connick. Connick dinks the little ball over the top, and it's takes a little awkward bounce there for Otonuku, who picks it up. He's tackled now 12 out from the line. Tama Passini. Fairly quiet first half, as did most of the wide men for Point Chevalier. Still going is Nemea. Nice carry from the youngster. Chris Seal was Vodafone Warriors Junior Player of the Year a couple of seasons ago. Pai gets to the kick and is down and behind. Solomona's chasing hard. They need to be aware here. Solomona flicks it back in. That's brilliant. Kenny Gavitt's going to score here, and you can put it down to a clever play from Sola Solomona.
Let's have a look at the SAS replay, Corey.
And he was chasing hard, was Solomona. Thomas Barner probably just not showing the urgency he needed to here. And at this point...
Yeah, looked like it was going to go out over the line. He sort of handbraked on that. He'd be ruining the decision.
Just looking to see whether the foot was out when he tapped it back in. Of course, a call that the touchy and referee would be very hard to make live.
She's
We'll
right
get a
there.
good look at it here. Of course, we are watching a slow motion replay. The match officials don't have the benefit of this, and I think the foot may have been out. So Northcote probably a little unlucky on that one. Point Chevalier go over for their second try, and Arona to get the chance to convert. Right up against the sideline.
Big, strong crowd down here today. Can't really see behind the commentary stand, but there's a lot in the Tigers clubhouse and quite a number in the dead ball area and over on the far side of the field.
So Arona steps in, and it's well away to the right. Tough old day for goal kickers today, Troy. The greasy conditions and that gusting wind playing havoc. So it remains Northcote Tigers 22. Point Chevalier Pirates 8, 43 minutes gone. So a good start to the second half for the Pirates. And just to confirm, if you've just joined us, the Pirates, they had Abraham Papali'i sent from the field earlier. Now, it wasn't a send-off, it was a permanent replacement, we call it, where basically Papali'i won't be allowed to play the remainder of the game due to not having a mouthguard in. He was warned 3 times by referee Hayden Price. So what it means is, Point Chevalier, they continue to have 13 on the field, but they play the remainder of the game with only 16 all up, whereas Northcote have 17. And you wonder how important that could be, Troy, particularly the player, Abraham Papali'i, arguably their best forward, particularly when you're looking for impact. So you wonder how big that is going to be as Chris Seal earns his team a penalty now. It's a pat on the back from Tavita Latu as well.
Pirates' second penalty of the day. And is that out? He's got a hand to it. It's kept in by the looks of it.
And another mistake then. So, well, Troy, you just mentioned they've only got 2 penalties today. They finally get their second one, which they'd waited a long time for, and they failed to find touch. So that'll be killing coach Zane Pocklington. As Taylor Daniels now bumps it forward, another of the former Pirates in this Northcote side. Of course, the Northcote junior. He went across to Point Chevalier. But back now to add another dimension to this very skillful forward pack here at Birkenhead as Nalu Tuigamala now breaks through. Tuigamala with 1 to beat. Brilliant low tackle though from Otonuku. Quick play the ball. Rice goes left edge. Connick gets to his kick. Thomas Connick! There it is. There's his second. And Thomas Connick is having a field day.
The SAS Fox replay. Tuigamala off the back, quick play the ball off the back for a great break.
Wasn't that an incredible carry from Tuigamala? And Connick, boy, he's got some vision. Just looks up and there's no one there. It's the second time it's happened. Otonuku was up in the line having just made a brilliant tackle, so it's not Siwa Otonuku's fault. But in that situation, someone's got to be dropping back and covering, and well done to Thomas Connick, and he goes over there, and we just missed it at the end of the replay there, but it was such a good try. Even one of the dogs joined in on it, jumping into the team huddle there as well. So everyone pretty excited down here at Birkenhead War Memorial.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks, time.
Just having a look at the body language. Tigers pumped up, chests out. Point Chevalier just a little bit shell-shocked down there, especially after the kick-off. They score a try and they find themselves now behind the line, having a conference. Bobby, the chairperson, will be also nervous. The chairman's tab is behind the bar. Mike Phillips looking to execute it.
Tuigamala hits it, and another one that is away. So it is North City Reinforcing Limited, Northcote Tigers 26, Ortex Point Chevalier Pirates 8.
Where we go?
8 minutes gone in the second half here.
Coming right. Time it. Yeah, on.
Connick reels that one in, hands it off to Sutton, who is met by a fast-moving Point Chevalier defence, and that's a bit more like it. They drive him back as well.
Wait. Go one. Two up to
Point Chevalier, they've leaked 22 points or more only twice this season. That's now 3 times, with Northcote ticking over to 26 with that try. So these sort of defensive showings from the Pirates, few and far between. They're generally very, very tight off the ball.
He pushed. He got to his feet. He pushed. 4.
Kevin Locke gets to his kick, and this will be close to a 40-20, but it's a good heads-up play from Otonuku, who beats the first one now, and Otonuku goes down the sideline.
Up now, boys. Well done. Good work. One. Help! Get off him! Go 2.
On my side, they don't go outside.
All the way!
Tevita Latu now jumps out, goes down the short side to Fuimono.
3 and up! Away now, boys!
35 out from the line, Point Chevalier.
Help! 4 up 60! Not on me. Go 4.
Out the back they play, up out of the line was Rice, and as defense recovers in time there. Now Latu jumps off a quick play of the ball. There's a gap out on the left edge. Pye threads the ball through. Waterson cleans it up nicely. Good play there from James Waterson. Thomas Barner beats the initial tackle of Seal before he is slammed to ground and ball spills loose. So big defensive play there from Lakini Gavitt. Tevita Latu now jumps out. Tevita Latu hands off to Seal. Chris Seal's going to go very close. Held up just short of the line. Latu, dummies, plays short, too easy. Kenny Gavitt, he forces the error with a big defensive hit, and then he scores the try as well. Nice clever play from Tevita Latu. Let's take a look on the SAS Sport replay. Seal goes close. But this is nice here. Dummies to Pye, sucks in Waterson. And then from there, knows there's the gap. Well executed.
Thank you. Yeah, good work, guys.
Gavitt says, thank you very much. I'll take that one. I mentioned earlier he's been on a rich vein of try scoring. Scored a double last week.
He did the right thing by beating the tackle. He just didn't take the next one.
Some of the Tigers bench starting to warm up out to their right, Corey, so it looks like they're going to start to bring in some of the first stringers.
A little bit, yep. I'll work with it. No.
Kick is wide, so that's how it remains. And Troy, you mentioned the action on the bench. David Barner and Matt Tafutu re-entering the field, the 2 starting bookends.
Chev. There you go.
So head coach for the Tigers will be looking for the 2 bookends to really keep the pressure on. He was really impressed with the 2 boys coming off too. They certainly kept the tempo up.
Yeah, good stints from Harrison Sutton and Whittiota Davis. As we await the resumption of play off the boot of Kevin Locke. It's a high one here, and it's going to be a tester. It's going to be contested kick, and Rice claims it. Knocked on. Be a Point Chevalier ball, I think.
Second. First. He knocked the ball on. Went forward. Went towards.
So is that Tigers' feed? I think it might be.
There's a bit of a discussion going on there, a few movements, but I believe it will be.
Okay,
Yeah, no, he
guys.
said
Front
Pirates
row
first
together,
knock
please.
on.
Okay.
Tigers were second knock
Arms over,
on.
Second rowers. In your back. Ball in, Kevin. Ball. Out. Coming. Help. Right? No. One. Stand up. Stand up.
Gavitt.
All good.
Play the ball and Seal. Comes up and over the top of Tiaho. Talima. Mentioned earlier, fresh back from a stint in France. She's been playing Fox with Point Chevalier since 2015. Daniel Pallavi back on now for the Pirates as well. Seal tackled hard by his Auckland teammate, Taylor Daniels. Latu gets on the end of a quick play of the ball. Kick has been touched. Was it played at? Still last. Now they shift it on. Arona plays it now to the right edge. A little wraparound play. Arona kicks in behind. Ball is loose. Ted Donnelly cleans up.
Let him up, now, boys. Let him up. Wait, off they go.
So certainly got a bit more structure about them this second half, do Point Chevalier Troy. Look a little more organised in attack.
Yeah, they'll need to be if they're going to compete with this Tigers team today.
Yep, they've certainly brought their A game today. This is the best certainly I've seen Northcote play this year. The intensity they're playing at, but also the accuracy. We mentioned a fairly low
definitely.
error and penalty count for the Tigers.
And their kicking game has been on point. Not conversion kicking. No one's been doing that any good.
Lock kicks in behind. Otonuku back to clean it up. But look at the kick chase from Northcote. And Otonuku will try and stretch them. Hands it off to Sola Solomona, who beats the first one, but not the second. Jordan Tiaho down low.
Release!
Latu to Daniel Pallavi, fresh on for his second stint. Runs it hard at Tuigamala. Pai gets to the kick. Splits winger and fullback. The chase is good again from Solomona. Bana needs to make sure he wraps the ball up here because Point Chevalier arrived in numbers. Certainly one of the smaller fullbacks in the competition, Thomas Bana.
Had a big day today, though.
Movement! Mark and square! Wait! Offside! Number 4!
Yeah, offside call there. Penalty.
2 metres, number 4. He's 2 metres in front. I called him. Kev, good mark.
Kevin Locke to kick for touch.
Don't go past it, please. Time out, run! We are gone.
Back into it we go. Tuigamala gets dropped on halfway.
Wait! Go 1!
Locke is the first receiver, hands it off to Matt Tafotu.
Great
Matt
run.
Tafotu breaks through 1, breaks through 2. Eventually meets Solomona and is taken the ground. 30 out from the line.
Wait! Go through.
Timothy Cook to Bana. Bana dummies and instead goes straight ahead, but he's not falling Chris Seal.
Still going.
Daniel Pallavi hanging on as well. Look at the strength from Bana.
Move away now! Go.
Tiaho steps back inside, gets collared by Seal.
Tavita!
Play on is the call. One tackle up their sleeve. Rice to Bana. Bana plays short to Connick, who puts it down. I think it's gone backwards. No, it hasn't. Knock on the call from referee Price.
They're just starting to mount a bit of pressure there. Get the feeling Point Chevalier might have got the get out of jail card free.
Tigers! Go, you step together. Whack. Ball! Now.
So Pai to feed the scrum. They're undefeated on the road this year, Point Chevalier. Is that about to change? Foimono.
Held 1, release.
Great little skirt from the dummy half.
Release. Play it.
Arona told to play the ball. Foimono jumps out.
All good.
And Bana just about snaps him in half.
All good.
Big contact from David Bana. Pallavi now met one-on-one.
Stand. Hold. Go 4.
Taihi. Play out the back, flat ball at the line. Gavitt puts it down, and now Northcote look to counter-attack. Tiaho dances through a couple. Timothy Cook hands it off to his skipper, who runs 10 metres without a green jersey touching him. 35 out from the line. Northcote once again putting the squeeze on. Tafutu, how strong is he? Shakes out of one, shakes out of two. And then goes on a little run, eventually taken down 22 metres out from the line. Locke, Kevin Locke puts on the bit of footwork at the line, pops it as well. Connick now on the ball. He's got Barner on his right shoulder. Takes the tackle. Locke to Tiaho. Tiaho will get to the kick, which I don't think has been played at. There's a deflection there. Waterson picks it up.
Northcote guys looking for a 0 count. It is 4.
Barner puts it down. Play on is the call. Connick shifts it on. Tuigamala. Boy, they're breaking some tackles today, aren't they, Northcote? Point Chevalier really struggling with their first up contact. Left edge they go. Connick puts in another one of these awkward little kicks, which is just going to go dead. But another positive set there from the Tigers. We're just building pressure here. I think the big thing, Troy, they look fairly comfortable in their work right now, the Tigers.
Point just buying a bit of time. Here come the first settle run. Probably blowing a bit hard on the old defence.
Northcote Tigers, they're 3-4 at this venue, Birkenhead War Memorial this year. But they have played a few curtain raiser away games, so they're 5-6 on the road altogether.
Penalty Pirates.
Pai puts this one to touch. Good to see Francis Ledger down here running the water for the boys.
Good carry.
Oh, do it, not you. 1.
Pallavi.
Stand up. Oh,
Taihi to Pai, who is the first receiver, and hands it back in field to Kitiona Pasini. Swift move down the left, but forward pass is the call.
3. Forward pass. Scrum.
And Northcote, they can breathe a sigh of relief. And a big day for these middle forwards. And as the hour mark ticks over, it is certainly Northcote who are getting the better of that battle. Look back again to the loss of Abraham Papali'i just a few minutes into the game. Warned repetitively for not wearing a mouthguard before eventually being permanently replaced.
Together. Yes. Stand. Clear on. Wait. Go 1.
Waterson, a little bit of footwork at the line and then gets the legs driving and takes his side another 15 metres. Now Taylor Daniels off the back fence. But it's good first up contact from Taihi. Ball comes loose and it's a strip.
Crazy stuff by the Pirates there. They had four defenders on.
Locke puts this one into touch.
Wait for contact.
Kevin Locke, he's been all around the world for footy. Starting out, of course, with the Junior Warriors. Played a fair bit of NRL in Auckland.
Go 1.
Went over to the UK. Spent some time on the Sunshine Coast as well.
Go 2.
As I mentioned earlier, most recently, playing rugby union here in Auckland. Now as Connick dances his way through a couple.
Show and go.
He's got the ball on a string today, but he's felt it that time. And Thomas Connick's in some trouble here. Thomas Connick has hardly moved.
Nothing in question. Oh, ankle.
A couple of the trainers going on.
There's a big chunk of turf out just by his head there, and you wonder if something's got caught the wrong way there. So Connick in a fair bit of discomfort. Be a major loss to lose him at this stage. He's been the best player on the field today, has Thomas Connick. We highlighted him in the pre-game. He's played a lot of high-level football in the UK. Played with the London Scholars in the Championship, Oldham in the Championship. Staying over here with former Kiwi Ferns head coach Tony Benson, who he played under at Scholars.
Are you going to be able to play the ball stick? Or you're someone else? Okay.
So
all right.
Connick,
Wait there.
Gonna stay on.
Wait.
Yep, he is.
he is. And, almost sort of grabbing up high around the
Go 3.
thigh muscle there. So Tuigamala now.
Move. Wait. Wait. Go 4.
Rice, backdoor to Lock to Tiaho. Tiaho steps off the right and the left before eventually being taken to ground. Last tackle coming up. Lock is the dummy half. Tiaho's been tackled, which means Lock kicks from dummy half. James Waterson. There's his third. James Waterson on the hat trick, and it comes off the back of a clever little grubber from Kevin Lock.
Awesome. Great work. Great football too.
See here on the SAS replay. Jumps out of dummy half here, Lock. He knows exactly what he's doing. Beautifully weighted little kick.
He used to play soccer until he was 18.
James Waterson in behind. Well, Saula Solomona will have nightmares about that name tonight. James Waterson. He has had a big day at the office.
Just picked up some wonderful commentary between the linesmen and the referees. Fabulous kick that. It looked like he played soccer till he was 18. Just, you know, well weighted. And didn't look like there was enough room to move in there, but, you know, the winger certainly found enough space, and bang, there's a try, and we wait for the kick to come.
We've got to change a kicker. Kevin Lock now to assume the kicking duties. I'm trying to remember if we've actually seen a successful conversion today. I don't think we have. Maybe
mate.
one from Nalu Tuigamala.
Certainly been some great tactical kicking around the park. SAS live stream College Rugby League is still on school holidays, Corey, and we've got another week of that before we're back with live action on Wednesday kickoffs, and you'll be able to pick all the detail up from that on aucklandleague.co.nz.
Lock steps in, and there
That's
it
the
is.
first one.
We've finally got one. The change of kicker, and Kevin Lock makes no mistake from the sideline, right in front of the clubhouse. They like that one as well. They've got a lot of time for Kevin Lock down here. Obviously a local junior. Played some footy here before coming through with the Warriors. And nice effort that time in front of the Tigers faithful.
So 15 odd minutes for the Pirates fans. And they've got points in them.
Well, there's still only 20 points in it.
No
It's,
early point.
from what we've seen from this team, it's an achievable target, but they need to start pretty quickly as Thomas Barner brings it in. And now Matt Tafutu spots up. Looks for Tavita Latu.
Square now. Lock it in. Wait. Wait. Go one.
Rice to David Barner, who has been a pillar of strength in the middle of the park today.
Stand up.
His
Go
best
two.
game of the year, David Barner.
Release.
And he needed to as well, because coming up against one of the best forward packs in Auckland today, and they get the penalty at the end of it.
Come down on the back of his neck.
Yeah,
Got him down and you
I'm
push
saying
him.
he's come down on the back of his neck.
That's why he's injured. Okay, it's a crusher. He's got his neck and he's bent his neck back down. I saw it.
Well,
Crusher.
off the last penalty, they completed a set. They got the second penalty now, and they're about to start chewing some meters off. As we wait for the kick for touch. Oh, that's a wonky one.
Wait for contact. Go.
So Tuigamala bumps forward.
All the way. Wait. Go one.
Oh, is it a bubble? No, play on.
Perhaps a little fortuitous there. Certainly a close one.
Go two.
Rice centralises to Joe Bywater. Big Joe with another good carry.
Together.
So Xavier Rice now playing that dummy half roll by the look of it. Connick kicks over the top. Otonoku back. Tamapasini cleans it up. And he's going to get out. That's a great effort from Tamapasini.
Yeah. One.
A big play for his team now as Otonoku takes the ball forward. But the enthusiasm of this Tigers defense. Look at them. They're up and in the face of the Pirates. Rice and Timoti Cook, that time wrestling. Solomona to the ground. Pallavi. The yardage hard to come by today as Tiaho with a brilliant legs tackle. Just cuts them down here. Hasn't he put himself about in defence? So this ball now sort of goes into no man's land. It's scooped up by the lanky frame of Ted Donnelly. The 24-year-old rugby union convert. He's been really consistent this year for Northcote.
Held two now, Marcus, clear. Wait. Go. Move with the
Ball loose. So here's a chance for Point Chevalier.
Stay their point, let them come through. Let's go, Tigers. You 2-5. Just to the line, boys. Just to this line here, this line here. Arm over. Yes, ball. Out.
Old school push in the scrum there from Northcote. Point Chevalier maintain possession nonetheless.
Go one. Two.
Nimia on for his second stint.
Roll away now. Wait. Go four.
And forward pass out of dummy half. Well,
What's your language? I'm not. It's from your hands, mate.
when it's not your day, it's not your day.
And he's still arguing with him.
Dare say that won't do him much good at this point.
It's all of us, actually. We all caught it. Okay. Ball. Up. Move now! Wait. Go one.
Bywater gets collared. And Tavita Latu, well, we've seen this one before. Has a habit of tending to lose his head a little in these situations, and that time Tavita Latu, the tackle was well out of order. Malu's kick is
It's out
a pretty
now.
poor one, but does bounce out. Daniels
Great offload.
pops the ball out to Bywater. Bywater will straighten, and then he's met in a brilliant tackle from Gavitt. He's been one of the Pirates' best today, has Kenny Gavitt. Really solid down his corridor, scored a try. Thomas Barner pops the offload out the back now. Tiaho looks for a friend, can't find one, so instead takes the tackle. 15 out from the line here, Northcote. Looking for a try, which you would think would put it beyond doubt. Connick direct in traffic. They got space here. The Pirates, there it is. And it is Kenny Stewart. Icing on the cake. Kenny Stewart scores in the left-hand corner, right in front of the clubhouse. And you would think now the Pirates, their destiny probably confirmed here. Let's take a look on the replay. Connick spins it out, and then really they're not numbered up. They've got the gap there, and then Foimono just can't get across in time and cover. Kenny Stewart.
I've got about 10, but I'm not quite sure, guys.
Look at Thomas Connick.
Oh, he's pumped.
Could be about 5.
Having fun, Hayden?
Yeah, I am. How long have we got?
So with this result, there won't be any direct movement on the ladder. Point Chevalier likely to stay where they are, and Northcote likely to stay where they are. Although, should Glenora win, the Pirates will drop 2 points back from the Bears in that hunt for the Rukatai Shield, the minor premiership.
We might just get a shout out for that. If anybody's over at the Glenora match, give us a text. Corey might be able to pull something out of his analog telephone. Might be a facsimile.
And can tell you that looks like the Root Rooster will be remaining at Harold Moody. They're up 24-0 over Howick, the Glenora Bears. So at this stage, the Bears will pull 2 points clear at the top of the ladder. Pirates will remain in second. Step in now. Strikes it, and it sort of held up for an age there.
Bit of wind coming off the back part of number 2 down here at War Memorial.
So as we enter the final 10 minutes, 36 points to 12. What a performance this has been from Northcote.
Time our run, guys.
Won't be half the performance that'll be on the chairman's bar tab in the clubhouse this afternoon.
Time it!
Arona
Big kick.
down to the corner, but Daniels is on hand to scoop it up. And won't they enjoy this one, Northcote? 42-0, they lost to Point Chevalier a couple of months ago at Walker Park. But they've been a completely different team today. They have embraced the occasion, been very economical with the ball, only a few errors to their name, only a few penalties conceded as well. And in the middle of the park, the likes of Matt Tafotu, David Barner, Taylor Daniels, they have taken it to this Pirates pack. Otonuku scoops it up and is immediately set upon by a bunch of Tigers defenders. Solomona. And that Pirates left edge, which is usually such a reliable edge for them, well, they've been targeted with success today. James Waterston's got himself a hat-trick. As we see a bit of a lifting tackle there. It's put into an unfortunate position by the end of it. So Bywater is pinged. As it stands, Troy, the Marist Saints are going to pick up their first victory of the year as well. They're up 4 over at the Papakura Sea Eagles.
I hope you just haven't given them the kiss of death, Corey.
Of course, all the results will be up on aucklandleague.co.nz following full time in the round of games today. And keep an eye for our match reports as well. Pallavi goes to the line, takes a couple with him. 5 minutes to go. They're playing for pride here, Point Chevalier.
Jeff Morton will be wanting the boys to not leak any tries here.
Seal, arguably Point's best today. Hold his head high. Fedolatu's going to go very close. Tell you what, the SAS upright potentially saving a try there. Right up against the line now. Will Seal Burrow. He'll play out the back instead. Pai hands it off to Gavin, who drops it, and now to Moti Cook on hand to scoop it up. Well, for Point Chevalier, a meeting with Mangere East awaits next week as Waterson Bust through the middle of the park.
Help now, stand.
Well, Northcote, they're at home again to the Marist Saints. So a really good chance for Northcote to build some momentum as we head towards the finals. And at this stage, you would say, safe to assume that Northcote will be part of that.
Yeah, I think their draw's looking pretty tidy for them in regards to who they're going to be playing and where those teams lie on the ladder.
Stand up.
Connick again, slow to his feet. Perhaps that time was a little bit of gamesmanship, having a bit of a smile.
Pretty sure head coach for the Tigers will be looking for some icing on the cake here.
Malu to lock. Now Tiaho looms up, throws the big cutout ball. Now Marlo Solomona's off to the races. Marlo Solomona has got Waterson chasing. Bana misses him, but a brilliant tracking back effort from Jordan Tiaho, the man who threw the intercept. Now Sola Solomona. He jumps out and is taken to ground by Bana. 3 minutes to go here at Birkenhead War Memorial Park. Marlo lines up for another carry. It's a Solomona fest so far in this set. Seal. Fourth tackle right in front of the sticks. Latu says we'll go out to the left edge. Jeremiah Pai winds back the clock with a little sidestep. Latu to Seal. Daniel Pallavi running it hard and true. Pops the ball up at the last minute. Tackled is the call. We'll go back for a Northcote play of the ball.
Guys, you've got a hand over here. Hey, leave it, let's go.
Yeah, it was top count. There's a handover.
Time off.
Time off.
Waiting for you guys. Time back on. 0.
So what a win this has been for the Northcote Tigers. A late flop in there, and it could get a little bit fiery here now. Kevin Locke says we'll have a few words with Mr. Seal. And just about everyone in there right now just trying to calm things down mostly.
Walk away. Walk away.
Referee, walk away, walk away.
I'll take you out here, mate.
Yeah, I'd be saying that 5 metres outside the ruck as well.
Okay, okay, guys. I don't need you guys. You can walk back. Thank you.
Don't leave us after the final whistle, ladies and gentlemen. Corey's going to be interviewing the captains.
No. They'll be down on the ground.
And we'll get a few comments from each team.
Okay, go back.
So Chris Seal gets a quick telling off. And nothing else needed.
Hey guys, just keep it under control and finish this game off. Properly.
And, referee Price, right to remind the boys, particularly from Northcote, let's just finish this game off. There's no need to let tempers flare here.
No rush either to kick the ball out. Just sort of everyone wandering around having a bit of a chat with themselves.
Guys. Wait, go.
Daniels, won't he be enjoying this one against his former side?
There it is.
Siren goes in the background, and statement made. North City Reinforcing Limited, Northcote Tigers 36, Ortex Point Chevalier Pirates 12. Going to take a very short break before we bring you the post-match captain's interviews. Well, Taylor Daniels, a resounding victory for your boys. How does that feel?
Yeah, bro, it's massive. We haven't beaten them since I started playing Fox, mate. So it's really massive for myself, for the club. That win, shows that we deserve to be there at the end of this year. Should we win the next few games and stay in that top 4? So just really happy with the win.
Plenty to like up with that performance. 36 points scored, only 12 conceded, but also your discipline and not many errors either.
Yeah, that's been a big talk. Our defence, we work on it every single training, and our defence only seems to get better and better. And today, the attack followed, from that D. So it was good performance.
A couple of big performances in the middle as well. David Barner and Matt Tafotu both really laid a good platform early.
Yeah, mate. That's what it's all about. Those two standing up. We're missing probably about six of our starting team, mate. So with them stepping up in the middle, you know what David's going to bring. And Maddie's been one of our standout performers in the middle for the last month. So it's massive to get them, but also our bench forwards were massive today as well. And it was just a good team performance, really. So pretty happy.
It's your first victory over one of those top 2 sides. What does this do for confidence, Taylor?
Massive. Like I said, we haven't beaten them since I started playing, but it's massive. We just fell short against Lenora a couple of weeks ago, so we knew we had to come in to this game and really prove that we should be there at the end of the year.
Enjoy the night. I'd say it'll be a good one. Jeremiah Pai, not the result you were looking for, and at times there, a few things that were probably a little bit unlike Point Chevalier.
Oh yeah, it's just what happens in one of these games. I just think that Northcote just held the middle down as well as what we wanted to try and do, but they just came out on top. So great young players in their team. They come a long way, and just shows the depth that they have at this club. It's awesome for them. Big turning point for us actually. Coming this halfway through the season. Good learning curve actually, bro.
You lost Abraham Papali'i early, and he wasn't able to be replaced due to not having a mouth guard in. How important was that?
Oh, you could tell by the scoreboard, really. It's hard to come out and you have 17, but you end up playing with 16. It's just individual attitude, I think, bro. Everyone should know how to play with a mouth guard, really, mate. It's normal. Everyone wants their teeth.
Well said. Hey, Jeremiah, we're going to let you get back to the sheds, mate, but thank you for joining us, and all the best for the rest of the year.
Cheers, no worries. Congratulations, Northcote. Awesome.
So that does it for our coverage today. Do join us again next week. We're live again from noon on Saturday. Northcote Tigers, big winners today over the Point Chevalier Pirates. We'll see you next time.
Live league action. In 2018, the Auckland Rugby League is putting the game in your hands. Never miss a hit from New Zealand's premier rugby league competition. To get the inside edge on where you can watch the action live and free, hit up aucklandleague.co.nz. Live league action, aucklandleague.co.nz.